My name is Sanjay Jain. In today's lecture, we will talk about trigonometry. Trigonometry is the most important chapter. So let's start with trigonometry. Trigonometry, basically, this word means trigonometry. Tri means three. Gon means sides. And metry obviously means measurements. Right? So in our ancient understanding, trigonometry is basically a relation between angles of a triangle and ratio of sides, right? And we will basically deal with right angle triangles in class 10th. Let us say this is the right angle triangle here, and let's name these points as A, B and C. So this angle is known as angle A, right? This is angle C and this is angle B, and this is the right angle 90 degrees, angle B is 90 degrees. So if I have to denote this angle, I can write it as angle BAC, right? And this angle is angle ACB, right? And this angle is angle ABC, or I can simply write angle A. In A should be written in capital, right? Angle B, this one, or angle C, this one, right? And what is an angle? For example, let's take this ray here, right? If I rotate this ray like this and reach at this position, okay, this is my initial position, so I can call it initial ray, and this is my final position, let's say, so I'll call it terminal ray. So this is the angle that we are talking about, right? Let's denote it by letter theta. Okay, this is theta. So theta is the angle here, and we always measure angles anti-clockwise, right? This is the angle when I go from initial ray to final ray anti-clockwise, right? Okay. And what are these trigonometric ratios? Basically, we will be dealing with 6 trigonometric ratios here. One is sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant and cosecant, right? These are the names that you have to memorize, right? You have to keep these in your mind always. So there are shorter forms of these names also. This sine in short form, in abbreviated form, is also called sine. We'll be using mostly these abbreviated forms. Cosine is known as cos. This is called tan. This is cot. This is sec. And this is cosec. Right? So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios which we will be dealing with. And if I write sine of A, right, it doesn't mean it is not equal to sine into A. No, this is nonsensical, right? So sine A is a complete expression in itself, right? It denotes sine of angle A. We will learn about what is sine of angle A, right? For these trigonometric ratios, I'll give you a mnemonic here which you have to memorize. It will help you in memorizing these very easily. So ka toa, right? You memorize this expression. So ka toa. What is so ka toa? So means, this means sine. Sine of an angle is equal to, this is opposite upon, this is hypotenuse. So sine of an angle is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse, right? This is C is cosine, that is cos. It is equal to A adjacent side upon hypotenuse. and T denotes tan. Tan is opposite over adjacent. What I mean is, let us take this right angle triangle here and let's talk about this angle. Okay, let's denote it by theta again, and let's say this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, so when I talk about sine of angle theta, so I'll write sine theta. Okay, and what does it mean is opposite by hypotenuse. So ka toa, sine is opposite by hypotenuse. So what is the side opposite to this angle? This is the side opposite to this angle. So sine of theta in this triangle ABC is AC upon, and what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is the side opposite to the right angle, right? So in this triangle hypotenuse is side AB. So what is sine of theta in this triangle? AC upon AB, right? And now you tell me, what is cos theta in this triangle? This is theta, this side is the opposite side, right? For theta, this side is the opposite side and this side is the hypotenuse. So what will be the adjacent side? This will be the adjacent side. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So adjacent side is BC upon hypotenuse is again AB, right? So this is how these ratios work. Now let's talk about tan theta. What will be tan theta? You should be able to tell me now. It is opposite by adjacent side. What is opposite side? Opposite is AC. And what is adjacent side? It is BC. So tan of theta is AC upon BC, right? So this mnemonic is very, very important. So ka toa. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan is opposite by adjacent, right? So, and another thing, for the remaining three ratios you don't have to do anything, because sine is nothing but reciprocal of cosecant. Tan is reciprocal of cot. Secant is reciprocal of cos, right? So the ratio that was given by sine, you just have to flip that ratio and it will give you cosecant, right? This sine itself doesn't mean anything. Once you write angle here, sine theta, then it is meaningful, right? I am writing these just to make it clear to you. Sine theta is equal to 1 upon cosecant theta, right? So tan theta is equal to 1 upon cot theta. Secant theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta, and vice versa also. So this will mean cos theta is equal to 1 upon secant theta also, right? Also, some books it can be written sine theta into cosecant theta. This product is equal to 1, right? This is pretty obvious, because when the product is equal to 1, both the things are reciprocals to each other, right? So now I think all these ratios are clear to you. So let's
Now subscribe to Bright Tutee course at ₹1 per day only. Download Bright Tutee app from Play Store and get the online courses prepared by competent and experienced teachers for different education boards of classes 6 to 10. Bright Tutee courses are available for the subjects of Math, Science, Social Science, English and Hindi in English and Hindi medium. Bright Tutee follows 3-step approach, that is learning, assessment and exam preparation. In learning, topic-wise video lectures with explanation of concepts and discussion of textbook examples and questions are available with the solutions. In assessment, topic-wise online MCQ test, practice assignments and chapter-wise question bank are available with the solutions. In exam preparation, previous year's question papers, sample papers and model test papers are available with the solutions. Sign up today on Bright Tutee and avail your courses at affordable prices.
recap it once more. Let us say this is the triangle this time, PQR, and let's take this angle now. Let's say this angle is alpha. Okay, so I'll ask you all the ratios from the point of view of this angle alpha. So what is sine of alpha, students? You keep this mnemonic in mind, so ka toa. So you should be able to tell me what is sine of alpha, opposite by hypotenuse. Now what is the opposite side, opposite to alpha? It is PQ. And what is the hypotenuse? This is the right angle, right? Angle Q is the right angle here. So PR is the hypotenuse, right? So PQ by PR. Okay. Now tell me what is cos alpha? It is adjacent upon hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side? This is opposite. So this should be adjacent. And this is my hypotenuse. Alright. So what is cos alpha? It is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is QR upon hypotenuse is again PR. Right. Tell me about tan. Tan of alpha is equal to opposite by adjacent. So PQ upon what is adjacent? QR. Right. If you notice carefully in these ratios, what is tan theta, tan alpha here? It is PQ upon QR, right? So you can always write it as PQ upon PR upon QR upon PR, because this PR will anyway gets cancelled. So what is PQ upon PR? It is sine alpha. What is QR upon PR? It is cos alpha. So this is also an important relation. Sine alpha by cos alpha is equal to tan alpha, right? And I can also write this ratio as 1 upon cosecant alpha, right? Because cosecant is just the reciprocal of sine, right? Similarly, I can write it as 1 upon secant alpha, and this can be written as 1 upon cot alpha. So what have we learned so far? We have learned this mnemonic so ka toa. So ka toa means sine is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, and tan is opposite by adjacent. And by using these things, we spoke about cosecant, secant and cot also. Cosecant is just the reciprocal of sine, secant is just the reciprocal of cos, and cot is just the reciprocal of tan, right? And we also see that tan of an angle is equal to sine of that angle divided by cosine of that angle, right? So from this I can also say that cot of an angle alpha is equal to cos alpha upon sine alpha, right? I just flipped this ratio because cot is just the reciprocal of tan, right? So far these things should be clear to you. One more important thing before we proceed to the questions, that you are through with the similarity chapter, so it will be easier for you to understand. Let us take this triangle here, right? This is the right angle here, and let's say this is angle theta. Okay, so if I make another triangle, let's draw perpendicular here. Okay, so now in this picture you can see two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle APQ, right? This smaller one is ABC and the larger one is APQ. So some of the students get confused whether the trigonometric ratios of triangle ABC will hold in triangle APQ also, because this is the different triangle. So students, you need to keep this in mind that these are the ratios of two sides, right? These are not absolute values. So what happens in ratios is, from the similarity chapter you know that these two angles are equal to these two angles, right? In triangle ABC and in triangle APQ, angle A is equal to angle A, which is a common thing, and angle C is equal to angle Q. So two angles are equal. Hence, by angle-angle similarity, we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle APQ, right? So let's see the ratios now. If these two triangles are similar, then we can say AB upon AP is equal to BC upon PQ is equal to AC upon AQ, right? So these ratios are equal. If these ratios are equal, then what will happen is, let us talk about sine of theta. What is sine of theta in triangle ABC? Let's say in triangle ABC. What is sine of theta? Sine of theta, sine, so opposite by hypotenuse. So what is opposite? Side BC. What is hypotenuse? Side AB, right? So in triangle APQ, what is sine of theta? Opposite is PQ, and what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is AP, right? So if these two ratios are equal, then we can say that it won't depend on the size of the sides, right? The trigonometric ratios will not depend on the size of the sides. It depends on the angles. So let us see BC upon AB. So how can we create BC upon AB from here? Let's use this one. If you use this equality, AB upon AP equals to BC upon PQ. From here you can say BC upon AB, let's bring this PQ here, PQ upon AP is equal to BC upon AB, right? So this ratio is equal to this ratio, right? So these sides can be extended to any length. It won't make a difference on the trigonometric ratios of angle theta. Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta will remain the same for all the triangles that you can make using these sides, like by extending these two in the same ratio, right? Because these triangles will always be similar triangles and the ratios will be equal. Okay. So, and students, you need to take care that in this chapter we will talk about acute angles. What are acute angles? 0 to 90, right? So the angles which are lesser than 90 are acute angles. So we will talk about trigonometric ratios of acute angles in this chapter. Okay. So let's proceed to the questions, and then we will come to the theory part once again after doing some of the questions.
Now, subscribe to Bright Tutee course at ₹1 per day only. Download Bright Tutee app from Play Store and get the online courses prepared by competent and experienced teachers for different education boards of classes 6 to 10. Bright Tutee courses are available for the subjects of Math, Science, Social Science, English and Hindi in English and Hindi medium. Bright Tutee follows 3-step approach, that is learning, assessment and exam preparation. In learning, topic-wise video lectures with explanation of concepts and discussion of textbook examples and questions are available with the solutions. In assessment, topic-wise online MCQ test, practice assignments and chapter-wise question bank are available with the solutions. In exam preparation, previous year's question papers, sample papers and model test papers are available with the solutions. Sign up today on Bright Tutee and avail your courses at affordable prices.